going on, everybody? KJ Wiggums back with another episode on the Owner Operator series. This is American Truck Simulator Hardcore. How is everybody doing? Hope you guys are all doing well. So, real quick, just doing my pre-trip. We have ourselves a load of car parts from Pueblo to Durango, so heading back home. We had talked about in the last video trying to get back down south so that we could get back home. I did find a load. I got a time lapse I'm going to throw up in here. It's about a minute long, and that got us down here to Pueblo. We were hauling a reservoir tank, but we'll show that in the time lapse here in a couple minutes. But we got this load getting us back home, or at least back over towards home. It's like a 40-mile trip once we drop this load off, so not too shabby there. I was excited to get this load because I do a lot of the heavy hauls, the flatbeds and stuff like that, so every now and then pulling these little trailers are kind of nice. I think we're coming in at like 15,000 pounds, so not really heavy at all. This video I am doing our normal. I got the scenic shots in here, we got the time lapse in here, we got some driving and just listening to the CB, just listening to that Cummins N14. Real beautiful engine. Still hugely in love with that engine sound and that Jag. Oh, so sexy. The other thing we ended up doing was we ended up fueling up the truck on the way down here to Pueblo, and it ended up costing a decent amount of money. I think it was like $3.99 a gallon, and we were sitting at I think 40 gallons left in the tank, so we were almost on empty. I'm gonna throw up a screenshot. Yeah, total price $1,033 for 258 gallons. That was killer. Basically, the last two loads, that reservoir tank and then these parts, I think we're only going to be making like $200 off of them. So not too thrilled about that, but you know, we do what we got to do. This is why I want to try to keep the runs local, because we can get in a almost didn't stop. Sorry. That way we can get in as many loads as possible and try to get that price up there and money it. I've messed around before in other series or just playing the game. When you do some of them long hauls, those 1,000 miles, you're spending a lot of money in fuel and not always getting a good payout for it. So I want to be careful with how I run that part of the business as well. Right now it is just us. I am looking for another truck, as we've talked about before. That way we can get some more steady income and be able to boost the garage to be able to be more profitable. That's the whole point of the Owner Operator series. So I know we got to do that. I just got to stay focused and figure out exactly when the best time to make those moves are. As you saw, we were sitting at $18,000. That was kind of hurtful, you know, losing that $1,000 and knowing, you know, if I had bought another truck, it could have been a little loss there. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get ready. I'm going to throw up that time lapse, and we'll watch that, and then we will come back in after that. So sit back and enjoy the time lapse. I despise the traffic in this game. Despise it. There's no reason whatsoever that he could not have slowed down and let me continue to go, that I had to drop my speed that much in order for him to get over, because he was so impatient. I wish that was one thing they would work on, is the traffic a little bit, and the common sense behind the drivers. I mean, they have some parts of it where they nailed it. You know, you got different speeds of traffic on the highways and stuff. You do got some people who do some dumb things, but it is always the same thing. When cars come up in those lanes where they end, and they just cut you off every time. Oh, it burns my gears. So, anyway, I don't know if I talked about this in the last episode or the one before that, but the train there to the right made me think about it. I did figure out the issue with the pink train cars. It was the extended train mod that I had in. The version I had in was for 1.49. I did not realize there was an updated version out there, so I switched that, and I've not had an issue with that since. But other than that, I mean, we got a nice, smooth ride here. So far, everything's going good. The truck's running good. I did stop at a service station and noticed that I had like 1% damage or wear, one of the two. I don't remember which one it is off the top of my head right now. I'm assuming that is like the tires, because there was nothing I could do to fix it. I clicked on it to repair it, and it just said that it was $0. So I'm not exactly sure what that is. If you guys know, maybe I don't show it in this video, but maybe in the next one I can bring that up and show you guys. And if you guys know what it is, maybe you can let me know, unless I figure it out. But yeah, so the truck, everything overall is running smooth with the truck. I do got some plans in the next video that I want to, you know, do some updates to the truck. I have a budget that I've set myself, because I don't want to overspend. The truck here we got from John Ruda, this W900, is absolutely amazing. It has a lot of good details that we can add to it and customize to my liking. So I'm giving myself a budget. I haven't figured out what that budget is yet, but I think I'm going to take care of that in the next video, since we are heading back home. I was talking to Jeff on the phone. I mean, he wasn't saying much, but I mean, you guys met Jeff, you know how he is. But I think it's going to it's going to be something him and I can handle for sure. That we can definitely do some stuff, make this truck a little bit more ours now that we got a little bit of money. And it'll probably be the last thing I do to the truck for quite some time, until we are able to, you know, either get ourselves a trailer or get ourselves another driver in here. That's one of the big things, like I said earlier in this video, you know, trying to make this company profitable is going to take some money. We're gonna have to buy another truck. I've been in the market, I've been looking to see exactly what it is that's out there. I just don't know yet what kind of truck I want to get. I'm gonna stick with the Kennys. They're my absolute favorite. I love them. So we're sticking with the Kennys for sure. I just don't know if I'm gonna buy a you know, another W900 or a T800 or whatever. I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna get. But what I'm gonna do, I think, since we got this red light here, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna throw up some cinematic shots. I'll stop recording right here, doing the talking and stuff, and we'll get some of them shots up for you guys. They are one of my favorite things to do. I love trying to find, like, I know you got the base cameras, and we use those for the first two that show off running along this front, facing forward, and then the one facing the back, but setting up angles to watch the truck drive by. Those are some of my favorite shots to try to set up, because I just trying to find that perfect angle. It's absolutely, it's a joy. It's one of the biggest things I love about doing the video work, whether it's on Farm Sim or it's on here. Getting that angle for just the perfect shot, I absolutely love it. And it just adds so much to a video and so much to the overall feel. Because I do sit and watch these videos too, because I like to learn from what I've done. You know, I watch some of my, hey, what's up there, bud? We're doing speed limit. I watch them because, like, I'll look at my videos that have done really well, and then I'll look at some of my other videos that are, like, struggling, and I'll try to find what I did different within those videos, and why was one video so much more successful compared to the other. Now, I know there's the beginning part of something new. You know, I know there's always going to be that, so it's not so much that those first videos of a series are better than as the series goes on, but it's because it's something new for people to watch. They're like, and then the hardcore fans start sticking around, and they start watching the videos, and they start getting in and leaving the comments and stuff like that. So I like to get a series like we are now. You know, we're about 21 episodes in, and that's when I start looking at some of those videos of what was more popular, what has more likes, what has more watch time on it, and what did I do in that video to get that to work the way that it did. And that's just one of the things that I've been trying to do with my last couple videos as well. I did notice up on the map there is a viewpoint up here, so we are going to pull into this viewpoint. We're gonna check everything out. I know it's getting dark, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it just so we can achieve that motion, because the time of day now, it should start getting to the point to where it's not gonna make any sense to be in the video. So we'll have a little jump cut where once I get there, and then once we actually hit back on the road, and we'll go from there.
Keep left.
Alright, so like I said, that was going to be completely uneventful for you guys, so I didn't even show it. I actually didn't even watch the whole thing just because it was too dark. I couldn't even see what it was that I was supposed to be looking at. So we let that one go, but we got to chalk it up. Like I said, you know, the goal to this series is 100% on everything, so I got to make sure I hit those things when I see them, even if I don't get to watch them. got some kind of accident or something up here. Hopefully no one's coming on the other side. Oh no, he's broke down in the middle. Alright. He broke down. It is a bad place to break down for sure. But this lightning, holy cow, is this lightning crazy. I don't know if we'll have any more, but it lights everything up. It is absolutely insane. But going down, like I said, you know, sometimes we hit these windy roads. It's a slow go until we can hit some open road, make up that time. And it looks like we got some more sharp turns coming up here, so it's gonna be yet again, yeah, 25 miles an hour all the way down through here. So I think what I'm gonna do is we're just gonna ride this out, and then I'll bring you guys back. I'll start talking again here in a little bit. So we're coming into Durango now. The Ford dealership's on the other side of town, so we do got to get through town before we hit that Ford dealership. I don't want to stop on a bridge. I never want to stop on a bridge. Oh man. Alright, here we go. So with that being said, so a little bit of an update on the dash and everything that we're building. The missus and I were talking today about making a custom button box. So we are looking up some videos and we're going to try to see what we can come up with. We got to get the layout of the dash first. I did find some gauges out of an old Mack truck. They're about 4 hours away from where I am right now. So my nephew and my brother actually live out that way, Tang and AJ. And I was talking to them. I may possibly send them some money and have them run out and pick them up for me. And then, you know, the next time I make a trip out to him, be able to grab those. But it has all the essential gauges that I'm going to need, and will be able to give us a start on the layout of the dash and how we want to do it. I kind of have a vision in my mind of what I want to do, but I got to get some measurements. The other thing we're looking at doing is 350-inch TVs for the monitors, so I kind of need to measure everything based around that. And because my plan is from the setups I've seen, the two side TVs will take up both side doors, and the front monitor or TV will be the entire front windshield and what we will look out of. So trying to figure out exactly how that would work and what those measurements will end up being. I have to figure out exactly from there exactly what it is we want to go ahead and do. So I'm gonna get through a little bit more of this, and then I'll bring you guys back in, or I'll start talking again once we get a little bit closer to the Ford dealership.
right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Alright, so we are getting ready to pull up to the Ford
Continue
dealership
straight on,
here.
and then turn right.
GPS is saying it's right up here on the, well, it'll be the left once we get on this next road, but it's right here in front of us.
Turn right.
But assuming we're gonna have to go in through that entrance there. Oh, I stalled her. Haven't done that in a minute. There should still be someone here in the service department. I would assume they knew we were getting in kind of late. So there should be somebody here that we can go in and talk to. They're going to let us know where we can unload. They told us that they would wait for us to get here. They knew we hit some traffic and the rain and everything like that was, you know, slowing us down just a little bit.
Have arrived at your destination.
So let me go ahead. I'll park up here. I'm going to run into the service station and I'm going to see if I can find somebody of where they want this load unloaded. Alright, so I just talked to Gary inside. He said we're actually just going to pull forward and just pull up to one of them bay doors at the back here. And then we can drop the trailer off and then we're good. They're actually going to head out. They're not going to unload this truck tonight. So once we get all that done, we will be good to head back home. Like I said, it's about 40 miles is what we're going to be traveling to get back there. And then the next video will pick up back home. But if you've made it through the video this far, one of the things I want to give a shout out to. So I know I've been talking about some of the ideas and stuff that the missus and I are discussing for a sim rig setup and everything like that. One of the guys that I found, he's right now a very small YouTuber. He's only got 12 people, but the guy has a phenomenal setup for his sim rig. I'll put a link down in the description as well, but Whittington Entertainment. He has one of the cleanest setups I've found so far. Now, I know there's a lot of different people out there, and trust me, I have watched a lot of them because I'm trying to get as many different ideas on what I can do and how I can set everything up. But his overall setup is just absolutely amazing. And it really did inspire me to move forward with building this sim rig setup and be able to have something a little bit better than just the way I have things set up right now. At the moment, I just have my wheel and everything set up, so just right there on the computer desk, which I'm sure most of us do. But I really want to take it to the next step when it comes to playing the games and stuff, and it's something I'm going to do. It's just going to take time, for sure. I know that. But on that, let me put these windows up because of the rain, and we're going to hop out here and we'll detach the trailer. Alright, let's see what we got here. Excellent delivery, of course. 730 XP, $713. Nice. Not too bad for a 300 and, well, this says 42 mile trip, but whatever. I thought it was 370 something or another. Let's jump back out of here. Let's get back up in the truck. Let's get ready to hit the road. I'm gonna end this video here. I'll drive back by myself. I appreciate each of you guys. Like I said, head over and check out Whittington Entertainment. The link will be down in the description. And I will catch you guys in the next episode. As always, keep it between the digits.